Happy New Year. Let's get I started live early. Let's get some people in here. Here they go. I start seeing them. For the people jumping in right now, I am working on not the starter kit, but the hater intermediate kit. Hold on. Which will be the gold grill. Who wants a gold grill? So then you could have the glasses, the chain, and the gold grill. Who wants a gold grill? Where are we bringing them in? Robin Williams, Shannon, y'all just jumping in right now. Mr. Dusty, Mike A, y'all come on in. We were just talking about for the new year coming up with not the starter kit, the hater starter kit, but the intermediate kit where you actually get a gold grill too. What y'all think about that? All right, so I got a bunch of gold grills in my office. You think you wear these at the car shows, y'all? What y'all think about it? And then y'all have been here. Now we're on the new restream, so we get to see everybody's comments, which is real cool. Steven Rogers, Adam Smith, Nathaniel Stewart. Chad, is that an LOL like you would wear the grill or an LOL like no way? That's what I'd like to know. Robin says he would wear them. So I have a whole bag. No lie, let me go grab it while we're waiting for everybody to come in. And yes, I'm at my office. Why? Because I can't get out of here on time, working day after years. So I got bags of grills to choose from the same people we get the chains, even like rose gold color, rose gold. And then we got all types, the grills where the cutouts are for your teeth. Ones that looks like diamonds in it. So we got a bunch of these to look through and see about the new hater kit. But I think I like it. I don't know about wearing it all day though. On. There you go. What y'all think? Who wants a gold grill with their hater kit? Mr. Whitehouse, Eric, Juan, Floyd is here. Oh, Floyd, I thought y'all disappeared. Good to see you back. Happy New Year to everybody. So listen, tonight, episode 31, something different for you all. We have interviewed YouTubers and social media people and manufacturer owners, reps, tech, everything. Tonight, we have something different for you. It's a company called BAVSOUND. And what stuck out for me was they actually produce plug and play speakers for factory upgrade for like BMW and a couple others. The cool thing about this is that if you had to buy a cheaper BMW, you can get the sound you would get like out of a 7 Series. They have the subwoofers that go under the seats. They have the replacement speakers in the doors and tweeters. So you could actually do a plug and play upgrade without rewiring the whole thing. Floyd says, no, man, I've been working like crazy. All right. I heard you had some car troubles, I saw. Deviant is here. Mike, we got a bunch of people coming in. Thank you for joining us. Big Sound by Big Jeff podcast, episode 31. First episode for New Year's 2024. I don't know what you all figured out you want to do. I have my list. I really thought I'd come into work and it would be new, but it's the same thing every day, and that's why I'm still here. Okay, so tonight we're going to be talking about grills or no grills. We're going to be talking to a couple guys from BAVSOUND and hear what they're about. Really cool audio stuff and crazy. There's actually a lot of BMW European type car guys out there, so hopefully we get some of them. Coming up is going to be Eastbound Get Down Show, January 13th. We will be there, possibly passing out some grills. I got to actually order them once we figure out what we're going to do, but we're going to be there. Again, Happy New Year's. Thank you for taking your time to be a part of the Big Sound by Big Jeff. And then, we got a drunk text winner. Who's our drunk text of the week winner, y'all? What do we got? Jacob Sosa. There's a message we sent. He has won himself an amp kit. Congratulations, contact 737 Big Jeff. Okay, there you go. If you haven't done it, text the word drunk and we will put you on the list, and you might just get a text from me saying you won something. All right, we're going to get into this. We got enough people in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to kick the show off right. Ben, let's get this shit started.
Let's go. It's the Big Sound Podcast. Welcome back. Got one hell of a cast to keep it action-packed. Big Ben on the scene, yeah, and Taylor the hair. Allie the queen and Big Jeff in the chair. Got audio legends coming on the show. If you need some advice, then you'll be good to go. Got the usual suspects at the chats. And Deviant for life, straight rapping facts. Big Jeff coming through like he's Santa Claus, cause he be giving stuff away, yeah, he's the boss. And hit the website no matter what your budgets. Year, make, and model, we will tell you what fits. And hair tricks, get them for just $1. Cop a Big Jeff shirt and pop your collar. We bout to take off like a convertible drop top. Haters sneaking in, they get hit with that bot shot. Before we set it off, you gotta do something. Grab your chain, your shades, and your pinky ring. Now we ready to go, yeah, it's time to begin. You know it's Big Jeff audio for the win. Team Big Jeff, y'all can start the show. Let's go.
3, 2, 1, go!
So here we are, episode 31. I'm bringing something different to y'all tonight. I know we've done a lot of YouTubers, we've done the manufacturers. We're actually booked up for 2.5 months scheduled. We got Rockford coming on, all types of stuff. So this be good. But tonight, something different. This is a company called BAVSOUND. I know y'all like to learn. This might not deal directly with you, but it might be somebody that you know. And I think tonight's going to be a lot of questions and answers. So we're going to go with it. And as you see, if you don't know, we got this new chat system. So no matter where you're logged in at, everybody can chat and you can all see each other, which is real cool. Happy New Year. Great way to close out 23. Man, it flew by. I ain't gonna lie. We made some huge changes, and we grew and grew. And this year, there's a lot of things coming out, and we'll get into them show after show. But let's do this. We're going to take a short video break, and we're going to bring up a little promo video about BAVSOUND. And then when we come back, I'm going to have a couple guys on here that are really going to kind of blow your mind with this stuff of the factory upgrade on vehicles that are hard to upgrade or wire. So, Ben, let's show everybody what BAVSOUND's about.
Rev up your engines and get ready for a ride like never before. When you're cruising in your BMW Mini, Rolls Royce, or rocking the road in your Toyota Supra, there's one name that's set to transform your driving experience: BAVSOUND. Imagine a world where your car becomes a concert hall on wheels. Precision-crafted speakers, subwoofers that pack a punch, and amplifiers that will make your heart race. BAVSOUND is not just about sound. It's about an auditory masterpiece that will redefine your driving soundtrack. BAVSOUND is designed for enthusiasts like you. Easy to install without a scratch on your brand new vehicle. Elevate your audio game and let BAVSOUND exceed your expectations. Because when it comes to premium car audio, there's nothing quite like the symphony of excellence. There's nothing better than BAVSOUND.
So we got Duke Nukem. I had to make him get a fancy name. And Tom there, who's looks like a ghost, but there you are.
I know. I
So,
know why.
you know, reason why I even looked you all up is because I have a BMW 7 Series. And, anybody that has a BMW, you either got to rewire the whole car, and then not even that, they have really small speakers, right? So if you're trying to upgrade into aftermarket stuff, it is pretty difficult without just redoing it all. You guys actually have a way somebody could take an older BMW or some other vehicles and then plug and play options, right? That can take it from even speakers that have holes in them and dry rotted to brand new upper epsilon type equipment. Am I correct, right? And anybody could do this, plug and play.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like if you can put IKEA together and whoa, this goat stuff. If you can put IKEA together, which I mean, still a challenge for a lot of people. Yeah, you can do our stuff.
Right. So let's start here. So everybody that's in here, and most of the time they're used to base head stuff, but I think there's a lot more BMW owners out there. It's a very popular vehicle, and I know you guys have other vehicles, but BMW is probably the main type vehicle, correct? I know you got Mini Cooper.
Yeah, we got Mini Cooper, we got Rolls Royce, and then the latest Toyota Supra, starting 2019, because it's basically built on the chassis of a Z4.
Okay, so a Toyota would make more sense. Who would give me the customer who would upgrade a Rolls Royce. Where would they fit in?
In a very small segment. They already have kind of a premium audio system, so it's a very, very small segment of our customers, because they usually also don't even want to change anything to their cars, to be honest with you.
Correct, but I would think something older that started to dry rot out would be a perfect example. Okay, let's start here. One of you, well, actually, Mr. Duke Newcomb. I love the name Duke. We got Justin here. We got Tom. Can you all explain who you are and what your part is with the company?
Yeah. So, Jeff, I run the company. So I'm the CEO. I took over earlier last year now. So it's been almost about a year. So work together with Tom and Justin, just make sure everything runs smoothly. And so, yeah, just kind of what you're doing. Just focus on the big picture. How do we grow? How do we become better? How do we, we talk about different makes. How do we market ourselves better? So it's just bigger picture things. How do we achieve what we want to do? And then Tom, I'll let Tom introduce himself, but he kind of runs the day-to-day operations of the company.
I know. At least I'm not a ghost now, but this is more boring.
That's right.
Yeah, I run operations here at BAVSOUND, just making sure all systems and processes run smoothly, operation management. One of my most recent projects I did was making sure that we start shipping internationally. But I got my hands in pretty much anything: marketing, operations, international, website, you name it. Just making sure that everything runs smoothly, so Justin can take care of our customers.
Right. Now, Justin, what do you do there?
Yeah, I head up the customer support, getting orders placed through the system, manage the inventory, just kind of keep things running smooth for our customers.
So let's start here. When did BAVSOUND come to creation? How long ago? How long has this been going on?
We've been around since 2004, man. So 2024, it's our 20-year anniversary. What? And so we're gonna start working with you, Jeff. Very honored to have a great partner with you to celebrate that. But BAVSOUND started in 2004. Kind of the early days of e-commerce. Started in Atlanta, Georgia, just in a garage.
What even gave you the idea to say you're going to make a plug and play factory upgrade? I mean, where did the idea come from?
Have you ever been in an E46 or an E36, like one of the older BMWs, like 99, 2003? Have you ever been in one of those cars, and did you ever hear the sound there? So
yeah, usually those speakers are all dry rotted. They're always like a paper cone. Back then, they didn't have any coating on them, so pretty much impossible to have a car from that year to not have that.
Got it. But now you're talking you're speaking from the perspective of today. When you had those cars back in the day, you bought a premium car. You buy a car because you want a driving machine, right? It's a BMW. Everything is taken care of meticulously, but then you turn on the audio system, you're like, what the fuck is going on? Right. This is straight from the factory. Even if you had the premium audio system, extremely underwhelming. So we have dudes who are passionate about BMWs and love audio. One of the founders, he's no longer part of it. He's a producer. He produced his own music, and he was like, "What am I listening to?" So got together in a garage. One of the guys worked at Circuit City. Get some off-the-shelf components, speakers, wire harnesses, put it together, and build something way better. That's kind of how it started. Super bare bones, just guys who like cars and audio, and came up with something that was better.
So let me ask you this: did it start just with speakers, or was it the harnesses? I mean, what was the initial start of BAVSOUND? I mean,
speakers.
Speakers.
Speakers and harness. Well, you can't say speakers without harnesses, because that's the whole plug and play part, right? It needs to fit, because you can't just. That's the whole thing with BMW and those speakers. You want to replace those speakers, but we didn't want to cut out enclosures. We didn't want to mess with that car. It's a beautiful car. We don't want to mess with it. We don't want to change the setup. So it was looking for speakers that fit in the enclosures, but then you also have to make sure that the plugs work and all of that. So all that had to get sourced and kind of put together in one package. So that all was like a very manual process in the beginning, and talking to people, very community driven on forums and so on. Back in the day, that was kind of like the only channel really where people were speaking online. Right now, if you want to find our audience, you got to be on Google, Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, TikTok, whatever, So that's kind of how that started.
And then the quality of the speakers. I mean, can you explain where they're manufactured, or how is there a way to explain the quality difference?
Yeah, because like I'm talking about Circuit City, but then that evolved, obviously, right? We started working with engineers as the years progressed, because like people were obviously looking for this. It's not like we blew up overnight, or that it was sustainable overnight. But as the years progressed, we start working with engineers and working on the more of the intricacies of these speakers. What do we want? Actually redesign these speakers to optimally work with the system of the BMW. Like some of these BMWs are powered by the head unit. Some of these BMWs are powered by an amplifier. That was just not really possible anymore to just like get stuff from Circuit City. So that really needed to be redesigned. It's probably difficult to see right here, but you're asking me about what's so great about these speakers. When you look at BAVSOUND speakers, when you're looking at BMW speakers straight out of the factory, even the premium system like a Harman Kardon, you'll notice that those speakers, those cones they're paper cones, right? And those paper cones will produce a sound, but we upgraded those materials to a Kevlar weave. It produces a more accurate, more natural sounding sound, right? The tweeters, we use silk dome tweeters, more of a standard for tweeters versus aluminum. Aluminum is bright, will sound loud, but it'll cause listening fatigue in the end. So that silk dome, the tweeters, they will cause a more natural sounding sound right there.
Now, the picture I just brought up, would these work with the factory amplifier? Is this a straight plug and play system?
This is straight plug and play, yeah. So like those plugs that you see at the end of the tweeter, they just plug in straight into your factory setup. You just unplug the factory speaker, you put in ours, and you're set. You will know, like we have figured it out. If you know what car you have and you know the factory audio system you have, you can figure that out with you, Jeff, your guys, your customer support as well. They can ask about it, figure out which audio system they actually have. Once we know that, we can hook you up with the upgrade that you need.
So people can order per vehicle. You even have installation videos, how to take the stuff out, put it in.
Yeah.
And totally. That's changed since COVID. A lot more people are doing this out of the garage. The days of having to go to stereo shops to do stuff like this are not long gone, but a lot less. People are doing more and more on their own. So I noticed on this one, I'll bring it back up. Can you explain, like on the top speakers there, what it looks like? You got like a plastic mold up there.
Yeah, we had to do all of that stuff. Justin, I see that you want to say something, or am I wrong?
No, yeah, this particular kit, this is for the E36. This is one of the older models, but that is...
Well, stop there, Justin. E36 is what model?
So that's a 96 to 99 M3 or 3 Series.
Okay.
Very, very popular car, but those rear speakers for the back, it used to be in the stock system like a 4-inch and another tweeter, but we developed this whole encompassing 6x9 with a built-in tweeter, the coaxial speaker, so it gives you substantially more bass than what the stock performance was. But yeah, we had to mold the whole kit to fit into that the space from the old.
Now you actually also have, because most BMWs have a spot for a woofer under the seat, right? They just don't come with it. So let me ask this: if somebody didn't have a woofer and wanted to get that bass factory, what do they need to do? I mean, because if it didn't come with a woofer, does the amplifier in the vehicle have it still, or does that need to be added in?
No, so actually all of the modern BMWs, they come with the underseat woofers.
25 and up.
Okay.
2005 and up. Yeah.
So would you get better sound, more output or whatever, if it was working by upgrading to one of your products?
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. Our subwoofers are a very big improvement from the stock woofers. Basically, it easily explained, like the stock woofers, they're made, they aren't as responsive. They're made to withstand heavy use, warranty claim type stuff. So they don't really put out the sound you want. They played it safe the way they were built. With ours, you're going to get a lot more frequency response and performance compared to those stock ones.
So we talked about speakers, woofers, tweeters. Is there any amplifier upgrades?
We used to have an amplifier upgrade, but it has been discontinued at this point.
But you're saying that they could use the factory and not have to
all of our upgrades work with the factory amplifier.
Right. So you've taken a speaker, better quality, more efficient, so they're going to get more output out of the upgrade compared to what was factory.
Yeah, it's not going to juice up the system with with the amps and the power, but what it does allow you to do is maximize that amp power that you have and get you a beautiful, clean, clear signal. We're really about that audiophile quality sound, a very accurate reproduction of sound with our speakers.
All right. Juan says, is that considered free air for the subwoofer? I guess he's talking about under the seat. Is that a free air subwoofer? Right.
Yeah, it's in its own housing, the stock housing. So ours, you take out the stock woofer, drop ours in, and they have a very specific, it's a very shallow 8-inch woofer that goes under the seats. And what we've built is a good replacement for that.
So you've had to basically get all these different models, obviously, get the speakers out to match them up, right? So, I mean, there's a lot of different models for all those years. How did you guys get to that point?
Well, they do use a lot of the same speakers across all the different vehicles. Although, just because you have the set for a 98, it's not going to fit in a 2003 or something like that. Like it doesn't swap perfectly. So we've gone through each vehicle and assessed what speaker fitments they use and completed our kit so that they all plug in precisely.
Okay, my guys say we have a brand overview video. Ben, can we get that queued up?
We believe that the factory speaker was compromised at the onset to enhance the efficiency, and to a consumer buying a car, if he's only spent a couple of minutes with the car, he might say, wow, the stereo sounds really good because it's loud and bright and jumpy. But after a few minutes or after a few hours, you realize that all the music starts to sound the same and it's just a drone. The speakers aren't neutral at all, and it becomes very tiring.
So you guys you're a manufacturer. I mean, you're making your own product. It's branded.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is not some Alibaba stuff or like off the shelf stuff. This is like proprietary. This is us. This is BAVSOUND. Yeah.
right. And everybody in here tonight, you have questions, something off key, and I think it's kind of interesting to know, when we talk about, I named it Big Sound by Big Jeff, and I wanted it to be about anything that dealt with music, right? So I even have a DJ that we promote back and forth. He does a live every Friday, DJ Mark V. And he even has some turntable because, now everything's digital, but he's got records that look like Servan Vega and Jail Audio, and he's just a car audio guy to heart. People buy these cars and you get in there and it's like you spend a lot of time in there, most people, and you want to really enjoy it. So nothing's worse getting in the car and it's crackling or it's popping or it's not playing over here. Or like you said, you buy one of these vehicles and it's not easy just to swap out. And here you've come up with a way to do that. If you were to describe the price point, where is this? Is this thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars? The average guy who's got a 3 Series or a 5 Series and wants to upgrade the doors and maybe replace the woofer, where is he going to be at financially?
It really depends on your setup. Like let's say you bought the 2014 5 Series with the Harman Kardon system, the premium upgrade. They have way more speakers, way more tweeters, so that's going to be a little bit more expensive. The subwoofers going to be at like around $650 for that pair, and then anywhere between $4,000 to like let's say $1,000 to replace all your speakers.
Right. So, you're going to pay for aftermarket. It's going to cost that anyway. And with this,
yeah.
I got to keep saying it's plug and play, right?
It's plug and play.
You guys, if you go to their website, BAVSOUND, or even go to our website, we have most of the product up. There's videos on all of this, and I think that's big to have people know, hey, I can do this. I people that are afraid to pull apart their own vehicle, especially a European type, or even now, even the Toyota. How do I pop the panel? How do I, make it work? You guys can get all this. Deviant question, my man. Juan has a tendency to blow his speakers. What kind of warranty? Great question. So what is the warranty?
Come on, Justin, you go for it.
Oh yeah, I got this spiel ready. No, we do.
He's Mr. Warranty.
Yeah, we do offer a 4-year warranty on on all our parts. Yeah, that's something that nobody else does. But yeah.
Well, I guess you have less issues or blow up when they're replacing the factory, right? It's not like they can go in there, jack up the gains and everything else.
Right.
My guys just loaded. Are these the underseat woofer?
They are. Yep.
That's a pair of our Ghost underseat subwoofers. Yep.
Okay, so can you explain what we're looking at here? Why it's sealed up? What's the design here?
Really, just this top view. What you're looking at really is the grill. Beneath there is the cone and motor structure. But no, we use that grill design just because it kind of looks cool. But it's mostly for just keeping debris out of the cones. And you don't even see these when they're under your seats after they're installed. So we needed something a little flashier and eye catching.
So these are called the Ghost V3, correct?
That's right.
Correct.
Okay, I think my guys have a video we scrubbed from your site. Ben, do we have that queued up for the Ghost 3?
Hi guys, Tom with BAVSOUND here, and I've got some super cool news. We are launching the 3rd generation of our Ghost underseat subwoofers, and I'm here to talk to you guys about that today. First thing, we've redesigned our boxes, put some cool art on there, improves the unboxing experience. It's more in line with the high quality products we provide as well, because we used to just have plain white boxes. Way more beautiful. Thank you, Jetter Green, for designing these for us. When you open them up, first thing you'll notice, if you know our products, is that we changed our grille. We went from brushed aluminum to a super cool, classy space gray. We were seeing some fake copies of our products, so we changed up the design so it makes it very clear for everyone what the real BAVSOUND products are. and it had also been a few years, so it's nice to change it up. Other than that, we improved the thermal resilience of these subwoofers by improving our gluing process. We increased the internal tinsel winding count, and we improved the assembly to better handle abuse. Some of you guys really like to crank up that bass, really challenge these shallow 8-inch subwoofers. The improved assembly process, is more resistant to that type of behavior. That being said, these guys are 100% plug and play, just like our second generation. We use the factory plug, but we use a better design. So better magnet, better basket design for more throw, tighter, punchier bass, and twice the output as compared to your factory subwoofers.
Now, let me first off, everybody, I'd like to see a comment. Anybody here is a BMW, Toyota owner or knows somebody, leave a comment here. And we didn't kick it off. Let's get it going. We normally do giveaways every podcast. Ben, can you bring up, we're giving away a Mofo 15 dual 4-ohm woofer. Everybody wants to possibly win this. Go ahead and comment the word BAV, B-A-V. Everybody comment BAV, B-A-V, and we will pull a winner. That subwoofer there, and everybody I think needs to understand, that's just not a regular everyday subwoofer. You had to have it designed to fit in a very small space, right? It had to work in reasonably small amount of power. We're not talking like we're running 1,000 watts or 500 watts to it. So it had to be super efficient. And then you're supplying everybody with that BMW type sound that you would expect. I think we got a video right here about those
For
woofers.
the Ghost subs, how do they deliver double the output and way tighter, punchier bass response? What it really comes down to is the motor structure, which is basically the magnet, voice coil, etc. And in the case of our Ghost subs, what we're doing is using an oversized, massively oversized neodymium magnet. Now, neodymium is much stronger than the typical magnet material used in speakers, which is ferrite, and it's really oversized. So there's tremendous amount of force production as a result of that magnet, which drives the cone with much more force, and that's how you get the increase in output, which essentially is stiffer than the factory cone, much more rigid, so it doesn't flex and bend under the force of that additional movement. So you get double the output and much tighter and punchier bass response.
Okay, so how much are those woofers retail? And they need two, right? One for each seat.
Right. Yeah, they come as a pair. They're $649.
Okay. So that's really not far out from what guys spend on woofers, especially something, I mean, any of the shallow mount subs from Sundown, DS18, all the brands we sell, they're up there. This, again, everyone, I want to say fits basically in the floorboard, not even in the seat. I mean, it's pretty much.
Yeah, it's underneath in the floor of the car. They have that housing.
It's
Right.
underneath the front seats. It only takes like 30 minutes to install them.
It is a
Take
very
out the old ones,
simple
put in the new one. It's a super simple process.
Deviant, you're right. I do own a 760 V12 BMW, and I still added some bass in the back. I can tell you, I've had an older BMW, and like I said, that's why I kept bringing up how the speakers just break brittle. They just fall apart in your hands.
Absolutely.
You can't even take them out. It's crazy. And then now I just saw somebody comment, you're speaking their language, neo magnets. They're not cheap. It's a very expensive type, but that's how you get it to be very small. You get that quality. I'm just curious, does anybody know what is the voice coil size on the subwoofers?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Huh?
Yeah, you got me.
Because
our
to get that flat, right, it's got to have a larger size coil this way, not that way.
Let's see what we can do here.
Oh, I stumped him,
All right.
everybody. I stumped him.
All right. Yeah, you did. Our engineer's not here today, unfortunately.
Juan is guessing 1.5. This is definitely something we're going to get an answer to. and we'll post up at a later time.
Absolutely. You'll get
Okay.
that from us.
Uh, again, if you haven't commented the word BAV, B-A-V, do it now. We're going to take a short video break, and we're going to be right back with BAVSOUND, and we're going to do some more talking about replacement speakers. We'll be right back. No, I don't think they probably even have access to Google. You know, lock down that place is? Okay, my point is, don't bet against me, because I'm always right. Why don't you watch our YouTube?
I do.
So how come you don't know about the call? There's only like 600 videos. I mean, you can scan through them. And then you got
I
the...
thank you for patiently waiting.
Oh,
Sorry
yeah.
for the wait.
Oh, man. Can you give me the number so we can give it to the carrier so we can get our stuff scheduled to get there?
We don't have...
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. You don't want me to get fired,
The
right?
phone number is not in our system.
Maybe not in your
But,
system, somebody's
but
system. I mean, I'm just curious, how did you get it? Because we were on the phone with another rep who swore there's no way to get it. Okay, you are the best at your job. I'm gonna give you like a 5-star rating. Don't bet against me. Little video clip calling Amazon, which is always a mission. You don't get anybody that speaks English, and it's like calling the IRS. You're gonna be on the phone for hours. Okay, we got Ghostbuster here. With Neo being used, it has more strength to move the woofer. However, Neo also includes rise. What was the loss in power? Neo has played the frequency. What is the response? Great questions here. First thing, let me break this down. Does the factory woofer they're replacing, was that a Neo magnet from the factory?
Yes, I believe the factories do use the neodymiums as well.
Okay,
Just
so
given the space and size constraints.
What frequency plays? So I'm not sure if he's asking what the range is, but that flat woofer, what does it play down to, Justin?
It gets down to 200. Or I'm sorry, from 40 to 200 is our range.
It won't go as low as 40. Okay, so you're going to get some actual sub bass and not just a seat vibrator.
Right. You get it gives a little more punch. That is at the lower end of its frequency, but it will definitely move more than the stock.
Gotcha. So let's do this since Mr. Duke Newcomb here has been the quietest. We're going to pick out the winner for the Mofo 15-inch woofer. When my team pops it up, you're going to announce the name of the winner. All right, my team, let's pull up a winner for the Mofo 15-inch. And the winner is...
J.R. Baron Guzman.
Congratulations, you won yourself a 15-inch woofer. Contact 737 Big Jeff. We have another prize to give away. It is a Big 3 kit from Full Tilt Audio. I don't know. I'll let one of you guys pick out a word. What do you think we should pick out, Tom? A word they can comment.
Metallica. All
right. Everybody's got to think how to spell. Comment the word Metallica for the Big 3. Do any of you guys know what a Big 3 kit is in the car audio world?
I don't.
No? Okay. So Big 3 is where they actually change from the alternator to the battery. Most of the time, factory vehicles use a very small ground, and it's a good, easy upgrade that replaces your power and ground from the alternator to the battery. And usually guys will do it with a 4-gauge or a 0-gauge. Very popular, inexpensive. How much does it do? Well, if you're just doing it on factory, I don't think it's going to be a huge difference. But if you are upgrading electrical or doing batteries in the back or an alternator, a huge difference. Always, too, it's always good to have multiple grounds on the vehicle. So anybody who wants to win that Big 3 kit, you need to work Metallica, Metallica. I think I got that wrong. So, Chad Loud is in the house. Remember, there is a Big 4 or Big 5. You can keep going. Chad, I'd like to hear more about that later. Let me know what you're talking about on there. Okay, so can we queue up the F10. There's a video. Before they bring it up, what is the F10 system? And then before we watch the video on it, what is that? Can somebody explain it?
F10 is a BMW 5 Series. The years, that's a 2011 or 2012 to 2016, I believe. 5 Series.
Okay, is that a full kit or what? I mean, what does that include?
Well,
So we have a full kit for it.
Yeah.
All the speakers and the subwoofers for under the seats.
Okay, so is the F10 the name of the full kit?
F10 is the F10. So all these, the F10, E36, E46.
Oh, I got you. So the F10 is the vehicle.
Chassis code.
Okay.
The chassis code is what they are.
Gotcha. Let's pull up that video real quick, give an idea what we're talking about.
The best thing, like I mentioned, plug in, play. I can go back to my original speakers when I sell this car. Now today is a very exciting video. We will be putting new speakers in my BMW F10. They will be from BAVSOUND. As many of you guys know, I already have them in my E46. I love them. They make some of the best speakers for BMWs. They're direct plug and play, which I absolutely love. No fussing with wires, no cutting wires. Plug and play, and they work and they sound so much better. All right, so I want to give you guys a first look at the speakers. These are all of the speakers for the F10. This right here is the stage 1 kit from BAVSOUND. This is their Ghost subwoofer kit. So they're technically 2 different kits. You can get them together or you can get them separate. If you're just looking to upgrade your speakers, you can do this. And if you think the bass is fine, but if you want to do the ultimate package and upgrade everything, 2 subwoofers that I'll show you here that go under the seats. We have all the speakers. We have, this looks like the center speaker. We have the components for front door, rear door, deck speakers, and then we have all the tweeters. Look at this. These are absolutely beautiful. Oh, look at those. These are the Ghost subwoofers, and I've already heard these because I heard them at T60. Man, do these sound good. So that's what I wanted to show, that you can buy this kit independently. If you just want to upgrade your subwoofers, you can do that. If you just want to upgrade your speakers, you can do that with the stage 1 kit. I think it's truly going to upgrade the sound system in the car. The Harman Kardon system, as I mentioned, isn't that great, so I think we need an upgrade. So the first speaker we're going to work on is the center dash one, and then we're going to do the doors in the rear, and then we'll finally do the subwoofer. So to do this speaker, you just have to pry up around the edge, like right here. Last thing we can do is take the grill and just pop it back into place. We have to take off this piece and the door handle.
I'm gonna pause this real quick. So all you guys' items have videos like this, right?
It is.
Yep.
Okay.
Most vehicles. It's not every single one that we have.
Right, but the majority of them, obviously, some people,
Absolutely.
they might have to figure out how to take their panel off, but the installation of the product, and I think that's huge. That's obviously a lot of time invested in this, but this is truly made direct to the consumer, period.
It is,
This is not to be bought and have to go take it down to the shop to install. You guys have figured out quick plug and play. Everything mounts up, screws in. I can only imagine how much trial and error. Let me go back to playing this because this is pretty interesting.
So here is the tweeter, and what you're gonna do is you're just gonna you're gonna come from this side and pry it out. So I'm gonna remove these 3 8mm bolts holding in the speaker. So this door, doing the rear door, is the same process as doing the front, except there's no bolt behind here, so I don't think we actually have to remove this. On the other side I did, but I don't think there's any need to, so
So let me ask you this, on this upgrade, when they get in there from the before and after, Tom, is this going to be a night and day difference?
That really depends, right? If you're really like, if you're replacing your blown speakers, you know, that's obviously going to be a night and day difference. When you replace like a newer vehicle, speakers in a newer vehicle, you're going to hear a wider frequency range for sure immediately. You know,
Right.
but the experience is going to be different. You know, like we're really looking for these. You know, we're targeting audiophiles who really appreciates full breadth of music. You know, people who want to hear music the way the artist intended for people to hear it. You know,
And I like how you answered that because you could have just said yes, night and day, but you were true about it.
Yeah.
And let me explain to everybody what he's saying is you're going to get in there and definitely notice the difference in the depth of it, the width of it. You know, that actual sound quality. When you close your eyes, you look at the dash, you're going to notice the difference there for sure.
What we're going to do is do the same thing. So the same thing again, we have 2 connectors going to the speaker. This one actually comes right from the tweeter, so you don't have to worry about it. So this is the connector that's going to our new BAVSOUND speaker. We're gonna undo these 3 8mm and pull out the tweeter. Right here, you have this panel you need to pull up. You gotta pull all the clips out like we did in the front, except it pulls up like this and then out like that. So that's how we're gonna do it. It's gonna reveal a speaker and a tweeter, and the speaker wire goes right from the tweeter, so it's super simple. First step to installing the Ghost speakers is to move the seat all the way forward. Now you can see we have access to the 2 T50 bolts here and here, so we're just gonna undo them now. Now we can push the seat back and do the front too. Now we have to pop off this little cap right here. Maybe good to get a pry tool in on there too. So we have the old one out and the connector sits in the back, and there's just a little pin and you just push in and the connector comes right out. So let's grab the new BAVSOUND subwoofer. Looks so much better, feels heavier, feels so much better than this. So let me show it to you guys. So here's a look at the BAVSOUND subwoofer. Looks beautiful. Same connectors on the back, and we're just gonna slide it in. And the last thing to do, most important thing to do before we finish this install, is torque the seats down. It's around 43 foot-pounds. Alright everyone, so you saw me finish up installing BAVSOUND's Stage 1 kit along with their BAVSOUND Ghost speakers, and I'm telling you there are some big differences, especially with the highs and the mids. They were really bad on the Harman Kardon system. They were super muddy, and now they're they sound beautiful, and especially with these Ghost subwoofers that I also added, which is a different package that you'll see on their website. They add a real kick. The bass has some nice tight bass. It was kind of sloppy on the other ones. Huge quality improvement. And the best thing, like I mentioned, plug in play. I can go back to my original speakers when I sell this car. I did not cut, splice, or anything using the factory amp, factory iDrive. Everything works like factory but sounds better. So that is all I have for this video. If you guys want to check out BAVSOUND, I'll have it linked below.
So you notice he said Stage 1. Is that the top, or is there higher stage?
No, that was like bad marketing in the beginning, I guess. You know, it's like Stage 1, do your speaker, Stage 2, do your subs, and Stage 3, do an amplifier. But it doesn't make sense. It's more confusing than anything else. You know, because some people like bass and they replace the bass. Some people want to replace their speakers, more clarity, more range, you know, on those higher and mids. You know, so that was just poor marketing on our end. Stage 1, we call that our speaker upgrade.
It was a speaker kit. Yeah, in the past, like people would upgrade their speakers, and then the BMW came out with the underseat sub. So
yeah,
we kind of had it like Stage 1, Stage 2, but just a poor choice in name, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do any upgrade.
One thing I want to say, because he says, like, you know, way better on the mids and the highs, and that's true. And also you'll notice, like, you know, you can crank your volume all the way up, and some people is like, is my volume lower? No, it's actually not lower, but you just don't hear the distortion anymore.
Right.
At higher volumes, you hear way more quality, way more clarity. You hear actually way more than you did before. It's just gonna hurt less.
Deviant has a great thing. Everybody that comes on here, we always ask, do any of you all have a aftermarket setup in your vehicle? First, let's start off. What do you drive, Mr. Duke Newcomb? What do you drive? What's your daily?
I got a 2020 BMW X7.
Oh, okay. And Tom?
2016 F80. It's an M3.
M3. And Joseph?
I'm in an Acura TL.
Okay. Now, do any of y'all ever been into the car audio side and have done the subwoofers, or, you know, the boxes, or what? Or are you guys strictly just the BAVSOUND upgrades?
I strictly have the BAVSOUND upgrades. We used to, back in the day, we did used to have trunk subs and stuff. We did have that, but we stopped doing that.
And Duke, you said you're driving a what? An
X7? Yeah, an X7. So it comes with a Harman Kardon. It was a premium audio, and I just switched out to our components.
Right. That's So let me ask you this. Anybody, we did get the info on that subwoofer. If you want to comment and guess what size voice coil, we actually got the info. So everybody can comment for the Ghost V3 subwoofer. What size voice coil? All right. Shannon's popping off 2-inch. Keep it coming. Deviant's saying 2-inch. Everybody's going with 2-inch. That's surprising. I thought people would have said 4-inch, Bobby. Whoa. 1.5, Joe. Who else we got commenting in? What size voice coil do you think? Here we go. Mike, A, 2-inch. Matt is 1.75. Oh, it's coming in fast. Ghost 2.25. Craig 2.4. Okay. What size, Tom, voice coil is on the Ghost V3 subwoofer?
2-inch.
Is it 2-inch? 1.95, I think.
1.95. 1.95.
Right. So that's what size voice coil on those subwoofers. Okay, if you haven't done already, you needed to comment the word Metallica for the Big 3 upgrade kit. If you haven't done it, do it now. It is a OFC kit, red and black. So it ain't cheap. And we'll be giving one of those away. Let's do this. Justin, we'll give you a shot. Once my team pops up the winner, we'll let you call out the name. Who is the winner of the OFC Big 3 kit? My team.
Oh man, where got Stark.
Matt Stark. Congratulations, you're a winner of the Full Tilt Big 3 kit. Contact 737 Big Jeff. Anybody in here have any questions for Duke, Justin, or Tom? Shoot it off now. We still have a little bit of time. Remember, next episode, next Tuesday, January 9th, we have a special guest, Mike Murray from Eastbound Get Down. He is the man running the Eastbound Get Down show that we'll be going to. That should be pretty cool. Let me ask you guys, are you planning, what are the plans for 24? I know you said Toyota. What models Toyota are you doing right now, and where do you think you're going to go?
We're only doing Toyota Supra right now, 2019 and up.
Okay.
We wanted to expand actually into a way broader Toyota line. We were also thinking about Tesla. So, those are two brands that are very much on top of our mind. But if your audience wants to tell us what to do, we're willing to listen.
Right. Chad Loud here says, would BAVSOUND ever consider making a true mid-woofer for under-the-seat sub replacement? It is easy to go throw some subs in the trunk, but getting true 80 to 200 hertz mid-bass in the doors is going to be tough.
I can answer that for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, we are not going to be doing that just because the BMWs don't have that space in the door for it. We want to keep it as simple as possible and keep things plug and play and direct fit replacements for the BMWs. The new i4s, their design, we may have to come up with something just because they have they do have a mid woofer in those new models.
Okay.
2023. So in that model, we did need to do some homework and figure out how to make something like that.
And let me ask you this, is this more going to be designed for older vehicles, or do you think the newer vehicles would need, well, I guess if they bought a inexpensive BMW that didn't come with the upgrade, this would be a perfect situation for them, and definitely a lot cheaper than paying for that upgrade at BMW for sure.
Right.
What we got here, instead of subwoofer under the floor, mid-woofer to go under the seat. I don't know why you'd want to put a mid-woofer under the seat, Chad, anyway. One, when it's not lower frequencies, it will be directional, and then you're shooting it up into the seat, where a subwoofer is non-directional, and that would be different. So I don't know on that. But what they're talking about is the newer vehicle, I think you said, Justin, is going to have a extra speaker in the door that would be designated more like a mid bass, so that'd be something they would be coming out with.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So if you haven't done it already, make sure you like and subscribe. You can go check out BAVSOUND online or hit up bigjeffaudio.com. We have all the product up there. If you have any questions, my team will be there to help, but they can also reach out to BAVSOUND directly if you have any questions or you need help on what to pick or what to do. If you could right now, hit that like button. If you haven't shared this out, that would be great. Thank you so much, 2024, being a part of the Big Sound by Big Jeff podcast, episode 31. If you're interested in being on the podcast or want somebody on the podcast, go ahead and send us an email at podcast@bigjeffaudio.com. We will try our best to get them on. We do have some people coming on co-hosting, something new we're doing for the new year. Chad Loud keep popping up. I think he's going to be co-hosting, and we got a bunch of other people just to kind of spread this car audio sound world. We're having a great time. Tom, Justin, Duke, thank you for coming on. I saw a bunch of comments. They want those glasses, Duke. Where'd you get those at? 'Cause those did
These
not
are not
come
part
from
of the
here.
hater pack.
No, those are
I
definitely
got the pinky ring too.
got the
though, so that's
pinky
pretty
ring.
dope.
And then I was telling everybody we're actually looking into possibly doing gold grills. Hold on. I have a whole bag of grills that we're trying out that we get our change from. I don't know if I can go full screen. I'll get closer. If y'all want a gold grill, let me know. That might be part of the new starter kit or hater intermediate kit. Bayside just popping in. Happy New Year's to you. Chad Loud, yes to the grills. I got a whole bag here, Chad. Let me know if you want rose gold or regular gold. We got diamond studs, everything. It's going to be something we're working on for the new year. Shannon, thank you for being here. Everybody, thank you so much for chiming in. Listen, Tom, Justin, I'd love to have you guys back on at a later date once we start getting some of this out. Big Jeff Audio team and fans, if you know somebody that has a BMW or Mini Cooper, Toyota, and what else does it fit? Rolls Royce. Have them come over to the website and look up the BAVSOUND. Might be a good option for a plug and play. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm Big Jeff coming to you 2024. Another episode going down in the books. Thank you so much. Ben, take us out.
Another show in the bag, yeah, that's a wrap. Big Sound is the best, and it ain't no cap. Hit the website if you need that merch. It's Big Jeff Audio and hit the search. I know you had fun, yeah, you gotta admit it. That boy Big Jeff took his thing and he did it. Always a win, yeah, never a L. Did you smash the like, subscribe, and hit the bell? Share it on your socials, put it on blast. We'll be back next week with another podcast. Big Sound in the house, like no other. Deviant and Big Jeff, the Basshead Brothers.